What's up, guys? Many of you know that I am on a quest to read every Stephen King work, and I'm doing a book review today on my 48th completed Stephen King book, and that is Joyland. This is an installment in the Hard Case crime novel series, which is a set of books that give the vibe. They give the feel of 1940s and 1950s paperback crime fiction. This is actually King's second piece with Hard Case crime, the first being The Colorado Kid, which is a 2005 novel, and he has another one coming out later this year titled Later. The reason I selected this one is because, as of recent, I've really been in the mood for a carnival atmosphere, and most of the plot here takes place at Joyland, which is an amusement park, and there are rides, foods, games. It was definitely the surrounding that I was looking for, and I've also been in the mood for a detective mystery, so this one really fit the bill. The characters are really good. Devin Jones is our primary protagonist, and he's a college student. He needs to make a buck. He's hired on as a seasonal worker at Joyland, and while he's working the park, he comes to find out that in the past, a girl was murdered on one of the park rides. Some of the park employees even think that the ride she was killed on, the horror house, may be haunted. Devin becomes fascinated by this whole ordeal, and he befriends a girl, another worker at the park named Erin, and together they investigate the issue, and who knows what they may find out. Devin is suffering from a broken heart, and he's trying to come to peace with life, and I was invested in him and his struggle, and there are some other great personalities here as well. An older woman named Rosie, who is known to be a psychic, that's her gig at the carnival, she felt so carny that I felt she fit in perfectly with the plot. There's a little boy with cancer named Mike, who is the most dramatic and heartfelt part of the book. Devin manages to become wrapped up in the boy's life, and Mike was the best character overall by far, in my opinion. There's a real tear-jerking aspect to this whole thing that did touch my emotions, I must admit. However, although I liked the characters and the drama and the feel of the book overall, there were some things that I wasn't as big on. It seemed like it took a long time for things to start picking up with this. I must have been well over halfway through it, and I still wasn't sure where it was going. It does pick up around 70% of the way through, but I think I would have liked it a little bit better had King got the ball rolling a little bit sooner, and I also wasn't entirely satisfied with the conclusion to the investigation. The murder mystery aspect takes a back seat to the daily happenings in the life of Devin Jones, and in some sense that's fine, but I would have preferred more murder mystery investigation. I would have liked a closer look at some of those things and the reasonings for them, and what we get toward the end felt like it was rushed and as though it just weren't enough. I think that overall it was a pretty good story. The landscape was really good. Joyland was great, and it reminded me of times that I've been at fairs and amusement parks. The smell of the food, the hustle and bustle of the crowd, the excitement and wonder, it was all there, and it was a vivid adventure. It was a very colorful, rich world painted by King in the pages of Joyland, and I think that that feel was the best part of the book. You know, guys, I think that it might have worked better for me had it been either a short story or a fuller length novel. The book is fairly short, just over 300 pages, and I felt that he could have watered it down a bit for a great short, or that he could have added a couple of hundred pages or more and really got into the haunting of the amusement park and the related mystery. I give this book a 6 out of 10 stars review. The happenings toward the end with the kid named Mike and his role in the whole conundrum was great, and I give King a lot of credit for authoring a character as believable as Mike was. He seemed so real and full of life, and it would have been impossible for me to not have been impacted by the dramatic part of this tale. This one comes down to Devin Jones. The legacy of a vicious murder the fate of a dying child, and the ways that both will change his life forever. This is a good example of King writing outside of the horror genre while still keeping it spooky and having a bit of fun. Do I recommend this one? I'm going to say no. It wasn't a bad book. It wasn't a great book either. You know, one of the great things about artwork is that everyone can see it a bit differently, and if you read it, you very well may think that it is a great book. Many people have, but for me to recommend something, I have to feel that it's a really good book, and this one fell just a little bit shy of that for me. And there you have it, guys, my 48th completed Stephen King book, Joyland. I'm glad that I finally got this one under my belt, and I'm looking forward to both The Colorado Kid and Later by Stephen King here in the near future, and I also feel that Joyland has got me in the mood to go on a tear reading novels that are plotted in carnival atmospheres. Please hit the like button if you enjoyed this review, and subscribe to my channel for more Stephen King content. Thanks for joining me, everyone. I'll see you next time.